just all over the place with my extroverted intuition as an INFP about my Enneagram type 9. In the past, I made a YouTube video where I briefly just kind of talked about the Enneagram system. Since then, I have read in depth on the Enneagram. I understand pretty well my own type, and for the most part, most other types. And it's interesting. It's a good time. I highly recommend it. It's a great tool to really look at these weak points and these strong points in your life. So I am a type 9 on the Enneagram system. The Peacemaker is my title. I'm a type 9 INFP. The type 9 INFP. And I'm a 9 wing 1 rather than a wing 8. Essentially, the 9 wants to feel comfortable all the time, to find peace. And the 9 has this sin or vice in their life of sloth. But not sloth in the sense of laziness, dragging themselves around, but sloth in the sense of quite literally not really living in their body and really understanding their instincts and living in the moment. Rather, they check out. They check out and they escape into this fantasy rather than living in the now. And boy, have I done that. My gosh. But the 9 also has this capacity, when healthy, to really just not react, to be calm and level-headed in stressful situations, to really seemingly not be affected by others, at least initially. And I find that for me, people trust me. People open up to me, and they show me so much of themselves. Hence, really, why I think I'm called to be in mental health. I see my propensity to do that type of work, and I want to respond to that call because I need to be there for people who are so out of touch with peace. Now, the 9 tends to be very connected to nature and nonverbal forms of communication. I adore music. I love music. Oh my gosh. And it's not the lyrics. It's the movement of melody and rhythm and my sensitivity to the different parts as they move. And the way she smiles when she looks at me, the way she moves her body. It's not what she says, it's her tone of voice. All these very right brain types of things, they just impact me, and I'm so sensitive to them. They make me feel so alive. And apparently, this is very 9. And when I go out into nature, I trust that nature is healing, that there's a natural energy present that we can get in touch with, that is healing, that can prevent illness and all sorts of things like this. The 9 is holistic. They like to look at the big picture. I want to be a naturalist with mental health care. I want to be able to write you a prescription if necessary. But first line is let's take care of your sleep. Let's take care of your diet. Let's look at your relationships. Let's look at your attachment history. Let's look at the whole picture before we just medicate. And I was born seeing the world in this kind of holistic lens. So a healthy 9 is kind of, I suppose, how I look. Genuinely optimistic, level-headed, and just a nice guy. This sounds really kind of egotistical, but it's funny because there are pathways to integration or disintegration within the Enneagram system. For the 9, they integrate towards a 3. They disintegrate towards a... I'm blanking. 9s go to 6. Ha, there it is. They go to 6, and 6 is like security. 6 is being busy with tasks because you want to be secure. 3 is, no, I am goal-oriented. I am going to be the best at what I do. 3 is, I know what I want and I'm going for it. So a healthy 9 can say confidently, what they believe, who they are. That's the path to integration. An unhealthy 9 checks out. They don't even embody themselves. They're just kind of this blank slate. They're kind of numb. But after reading the Enneagram sort of book, it explains that for the 9, the only way out of pain is through. It's to deal with it, to face it. And the 9 just so naturally can just avoid and check out. But the way to really be a healthy 9 is to face yourself, to face the pain, to face the facts. Because I promise you, the facts are always friendly. That's Carl Rogers, by the way, a famous psychotherapist, said that. He really embodied the humanistic movement in psychology. And I will say, I think he may have been a type 9. So I think I've given you a good kind of holistic picture of the Enneagram system for the type 9. And it's a joy, it's a pleasure to be myself. And if you're a 9, you're great. Like, you are wonderful. Appreciate yourself. It doesn't make you a prideful douche to say it, because it seems to be that way to you. 9s are so self-effacing, they don't really see the good that they bring the world. And they do. You bring so much beauty to the world. Don't forget it. And I'm here to remind you. Thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to talk about the Enneagram. I might get into all the other types. I'm going to talk about all sorts of stuff, psychological research pertaining to well-being. I'm really interested in positive psychology. I'm really interested in talking about healthy ways of lifestyle, diet, nutrition, exercise, sleep, and I just love just sharing. So thank you for being a part of my life. So.